Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I have two things. I have a story and I have what happened actually. And the story is that Arnaaluk experienced, this part of the Minecraft world, experienced a tsunami from an earthquake that was far enough away that it didn't damage Arnaaluk underwater, but that didn't stop the tsunami. And so that is the story that I am putting on the fact that yesterday, in one of the rare times when I decided I was going to play on my day off without streaming. I didn't get a chance to because what happened was I had a hard crash. And that hard crash, and I'm just going to tell everybody because it's still there. There is a record of it on Cooking for Blockhead's own CurseForge page where someone else reported it, not me, and they reported it more than a month ago. But the refrigerator, the white refrigerator in Cooking for Blockheads is what would you call it? Damaged in some way, that if you try and place it in your colony, it's going to crash your game. And it crashed my game hard. I had a hard crash that the fact that I'm here right now is once again only because Vincentius Primus is a developer, is a developer, and so he had enough knowledge to recover what happened. So I'm going to wait. Until some of the people in chat are the people who are usually here so that they can hear the whole story. But that is what happened. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm still looking for one of the druids. So this morning on Twitch, we began to house the druids who wanted to be on the list for receiving children. And Jelly Bean, there you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay! Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in chat. And just a second, and I'm going to check and see if I still have two druids of the 24. So I still have a druid somewhere that I have forgotten who is still working. And it is not Jessie. Jessie doesn't want to have any more kids, so she is not one of the druids. And so there's another druid station somewhere with someone stationed there. So I'm going to start over here and see if I can go through here. And while I'm doing this, Primus come in with me and explain some of what happened. So Jelly Bean has heard this before, and if you watch some of the Twitch, you probably have heard a portion of this already. But yesterday, I had this wonderful idea that while Vincentius Primus was doing some music work, that I would just quietly sit back, take the day off, don't do any chores or anything like that, and just go ahead and actually play. And so I went into the game. I actually did start playing, and I had a wonderful time for probably about 20 minutes, where I had a great time putting in furnishings in the new apartment. The new apartment in the shopping center housing apartment building. The shopping center apartment building is that building right out the window there, right there. And the entrance is in the hallway back hallway of the shopping center, and we added 2 couples apartments to this building. So these apartments that go along with this this is a modified urban birch building, and these apartments are too small for couples. We can't add any beds to them. So we decided to put in a modded version of underwater bases level 2 housing. There's the dorm, and then there's the residence in underwater base. This is the level 2 underwater base residence that has been modified to be out of water and to be a level 5, because I've always loved this building. Even though it is a level 5, only 2 people live here. This is what I like, the way this looks. And yesterday, while I was playing without streaming, which was rare, I actually got to the point where this whole kitchen was done, and I was going to put in a refrigerator right where this refrigerator is. And as I was explaining to Jelly Bean this morning, hi, Logan. I think that's Logan. It might be Rome. Oh, it's Rome. Hi, Rome. I was explaining that I had a choice of refrigerators, and that's Sloan coming in. This is their house. I had cooking for blockheads, which I will go to. Let's just put up fridge, and we'll see. IDGE. The cooking for blockheads white refrigerator, the Paladin refrigerator, and Mr. Crayfish's refrigerator. And let me see which one is sitting here. Hold on for a second. It's not showing me. I didn't get it. Let me look for a second. Ah, it is that one. Okay, so we ended up putting in this morning when I was showing it, the Paladin. What happened yesterday was I put in Mr. Crayfish's refrigerator, and then I decided I didn't like it enough in this spot, and I went over to Cooking for Blockheads, and Cooking for Blockheads refrigerator, when I put it in, made an invisible block in the space. And then I got the blue screen of death in Minecolonies, in Minecraft. My entire Minecraft screen went blue, and I was dead in the water. The entire game crashed, and after, well, when the game crashes like that, I immediately called Vincentius because he's a programmer, so I know. So he said, "Are you sure it's the refrigerator? Before we start doing anything, is it the refrigerator or did something else happen?" And so I said, okay. He said, go into your flat world and see if the refrigerator does the same thing. Or if you don't want to mess up your flat world, just go ahead and make a new world and do it. And it's like, no, the flat world, that's what it's for, to test stuff. So I went into the flat world and tried the refrigerator, and sure enough, locked up tight and crashed. So it crashed both instances of the world, and I couldn't get them to come back. What that means is that when I went out of the game, closed the game, force quit, and then went to CurseForge and tried to do the game again, I couldn't get it to come back. Beach ball after beach ball after beach ball. And so Vincentius said, well, that's fine. We'll just go into Time Machine, because we're on Max, and we'll get the game, and you can just load it, and we'll just load it from the past. You're going to lose that room. No worries. We'll just do that. So we did. We went back in and we loaded the game, and everything was fine. It looked exactly like it does right now. Everything looked perfect until I started going off in different directions closer to the border of this Minecolonies town. And when I did, things weren't there. So in the beginning, they kind of were there. What happened was when I looked on the map, I had strange quilting in these areas. And it was like, wait, what? Why is that doing that? That's not right. That means there's something wrong with the world. And sure enough, there was. And it was like, okay, it's fine. I don't really go out there. So I don't necessarily have to do anything if the Minecolonies world is fine. And then I went to this hallway, and this hallway ended right here, and there was blue sky, and there was nothing, blue sky. And when I went to, I think it was to look at the submarine, and it wasn't there. And so it was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? What am I doing? So Vincentius Primus said to teleport to one of the areas in the patchwork that seemed like it was actually ground and not a black square. And I did that. And when I did that, I started falling. And Jelly Bean experienced that before, I think in 20, not 19. In 20, I had a crash that caused me to fall. And I didn't recognize Jelly Bean, and I think Mr. Villager or someone else recognized that I was falling. I didn't. I was panicking. And I lost the world that time. And Vincentius brought it back. We brought that world back by removing every mod, and then slowly but surely bringing back the mods until he found out why he removed every single mod in order to get it to come back. This time it was different. And Vincentius, hi Vincentius, hi. Vincentius is going to come over now and tell us what happened.
I'm going to do that now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Jelly Bean is here, and she's excited. So, I think I've sort of said from time to time that Vincentius Primus is a developer. He's actually a developer who, and for those of you who have seen this on Twitch, sorry for the repeat, but he is a developer for a long time in the corporate business world, insurance and healthcare, machines specifically. And hold on, he's going to come in just a minute, I think. I think he's coming over.
Exciting story or anything.
Yeah,
Your
and
story's better.
and so he was telling me this morning what happened, and I said, wait, tell everybody what happened, because I went to sleep. I went to sleep, not knowing whether I would have to start a new game again, and he doesn't promise anything, and you know,
it's Minecraft and Java.
yeah. Jelly Bean is saying, I know it doesn't look like I'm excited, but this is I'm getting better from a cold, but still excited look. Okay. All right. Well, we want you to get better. We'll tell you a story.
Yes.
So you started to tell me that after you copied the entire program, what did you have to copy over to your computer?
I copied all the saves. I copied the whole Minecraft instance, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And tried the normal things to repair, and nothing was working.
Normal things like restarting and seeing if there was a mod.
All the exciting technical things like clearing cache files and updating Java and
updating. We updated Java.
We updated Java. We updated Minecraft. We updated every mod We updated NeoForge.
Right. We updated
everything,
NeoForge,
and nothing
everything.
worked, and it was clear that the Minecraft save files were just corrupted. Not the save files,
A time machine.
the chunk, the chunks, where it saves all the previously loaded pieces of the world. They all got corrupted. So there's a horrible but very functional tool out there, also written in Java, which is why it's so horrible. Called Amulet.
Amulet. Okay.
And I said Java. I'm wrong. It's actually written in Python.
Oh.
That's how I ran Amulet. And
What's written in Python?
Amulet.
But
This
what's
tool.
the tool to work for Java is written
This
in
tool
Python?
to let you manipulate the Minecraft save
Files. Ah.
essentially lets you manipulate the world.
Amulet.
Shows you a map and lets you do various things. Convert between game versions and exciting stuff like that.
Okay.
But one of the things that it lets you do is it shows you whether parts of your world are corrupted. It's
And
interesting. Parts of your world that are corrupted just reminds me of that new game that Jarweedle's playing
yeah.
called Aloft.
Oh
You
yeah.
have all these flying islands, and you glide from island to island, and you find there are islands that are corrupted,
Yeah.
and you can uncorrupt them.
It's called the loft.
Aloft.
Ah.
Aloft.
Okay.
Like up in the
Yeah.
air.
A loft.
And it's very pretty. Very pretty game.
Okay.
I would play it if it was available for the Mac, but it's not.
Okay.
Because nobody likes us Mac people.
Nobody likes us Mac people.
So there was too much of the world that was corrupted.
Because you thought you were in the beginning
I thought I
that
was
you were just going to
prune.
repair.
I thought I was just going to prune away the little bad chunks. And it turned out there were hundreds of bad chunks extending out from the place
From
where
Arnaaluk.
you had built.
Yeah.
Yes. And,
Arnaaluk.
well, I didn't know whether that was the name of your colony or the name of the world.
No, the name of the world is Minecraft. The name of the oceans.
Because
Some of the
historically-
oceans are Tana, and there are continents. Those are the names of continents.
Okay, because historically you
Thalasia.
have had a name of the world and then a name for your
Right,
city
right.
separately. So I didn't know.
The name of the world, like for the actual instance of the world, is the continent name, is
so-
Thalasia and those. Amulet sounds
so
like
this-
it's similar to MC Edit, is what
It
she's
is-
saying.
It is the successor to MC Edit. MC Edit, I think, isn't being actively maintained, and the Amulet people have sort of stepped in to take up the slack. And then there's another one that I don't remember what it's called. It's in development, and it looks like it's going to be really nice, but it's just barely started development. But anyway, when it became clear that pruning the chunks one by one was going to take me like 3 weeks to get through,
Because there were thousands of them.
yes, it was clear that it was easier to just highlight Arnaaluk and tell it to delete everything else.
'Tis a
So I
fine
drew a big
morning.
rectangle around
Fernanda, stop.
the
Stop
colony.
doing that.
Good day to ya.
Philippa, stop playing, you two. Good work. Thank you.
And then
You did what?
I drew a big rectangle around Arnaaluk.
Oh.
And then I
Ooh.
believe the Lord is summoned a tsunami to come and clear away all the chunks.
Yes, you did. You summoned a tsunami to come in and clear all the way the
in the
chunks.
surrounding area.
So it cleared the land, unfortunately.
I don't know how big a chunk is in real life. How big our chunk is.
This is a Companions of the Gods story that we're talking about. And where he is, let me see. I think I found them
How
all.
God makes the sausage.
So he essentially did that, and what that did was it picked up the slack. What that did is it did the land. So everything beyond Arnaaluk is completely different. Yeah, it's way beyond your skill level. Yes, well, that is Vincentius. Way beyond many people's skill level. And yeah, so you're not alone, trust me. And he didn't want to work for Microsoft. Friends of his, as a matter of fact, his best friend actually went to work for Microsoft at a time and was asking him to join me. And he said, I don't think so. And Apple, why didn't you want to work for Apple, Vincentius?
Because when all that was going on, Apple sucked.
Because at the time that he was making a decision about going to Apple or going to Minecraft, Apple was not the Apple that had discovered the phone yet or was doing any of those kinds of things. So actually, yeah. And Shelly Bean is saying thank you, and she was hoping it wasn't too stressful for you.
I had coffee, so it was fine.
He said he had coffee, so it was fine. But truth be told, it's that kind of... Yes. That was a minute ago. Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, he actually, who's this? Oh, it's two people. That's why. This is so weird when they're hugging. June. Hi, June. What do you mean you haven't had a house? Didn't I put you? Oh, shoot, June. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put June into the house we said she was going to share with Kenzo. And then we forgot to do that. Hold on for a second. That was probably Layton that we just saw right there. Hello, everyone. Let's come here. It couldn't have been here because no one's living there. Let's see. And that is Laura. I remember that. Who's living here? Is Kenzo? Rayansh is here by himself, but there's another apartment where Kenzo is by himself, and that's where June is going. And we'll do that. So essentially what he did was he essentially drew a window around, or drew a block around Minecolonies, and let the rest be regenerated by Minecraft, so that it was a completely different generation of the world. So if any of you know what that means, it means that the world outside is completely different. And in just a moment, we're going to go and look at some of the differences. Shelly Bean, if you need to go, I totally understand. I just wanted you to hear Vincentius in a rare time that he wanted to talk. He's gone already, to talk about that, and would have you sitting wondering how and what happened. Yeah, well, what I think happened is that Java didn't like Time Machine's backup, and that it it one of the backups was corrupted. One of the things, one of the files was corrupted in Time Machine, and that's what happened. And am I supposed to be doing something here? Let me look at this for just a second.
Ooh, that's
I
some nasty
think I
weather right
did
there.
this, but I just wanted to make sure. I did do it. Okay, good. And and not fixing it? Well, the only reason you wouldn't have is because you wouldn't have known where to begin. I mean, pretty literally. That's kind of is what it is. That where in the world was it? Because we're making it sound really easy, but I did, with him telling me how, I did at least 3 or 4 different things to try and find the problem before we started doing the rest of that, before we even did Time Machine. And that's why I put on Discord, and there's already one on CurseForge under Cooking for Blockhead's own Neo CurseForge page. There is a person reporting that the refrigerator is not functioning properly in a deadly way. And so that is some of the stuff. Is there someone here? No. Okay. I'm going to do one more search, and then you know what I'm going to think. Wait, did I actually assign someone to the submarine? I had someone who was brilliant, but I thought I didn't assign them yet, and sure enough, I didn't. The other druid does not want to have kids and is hiding. That is what I'm going to say. Jessie has already had 2 kids. She doesn't want to have any more, so Jessie is on duty. Do you notice I haven't even seen the other druid? So I can, like go, oh, there you are, and find them and do something about them. And for some reason, I don't know who it is, but it says we have 2 druids and we should only have 1. Unless it's Mira. Unless I actually did not, it is Mira. Because Mira, I didn't. I talked about moving Mira in, sure enough. It's Mira. Now Mira has a kid, and she feels the same as Jessie. After raising her kid with Laura, who had 3 kids, so they had 4 kids together. She doesn't want any more kids, and so we're ready. We're going to have children. But before we do, Jellybean, you saw it earlier, so I'm going to wait until like Mr. Villager or Zaf gets here to show what happened, what the tsunami did to the world, because it changed the world. And Jellybean's already seen it. Any of you who are watching now, you'll see it in a little bit. I'm just going to wait for either Mr. Villager or Zaf to get on, or Lo-Fi. Any of them come on, we'll go to the surface. But right now, we're going to have kids. We need to have the kids first, and then see who their parents are, and then we will have them. You're doing good. You stepped out earlier to lie down and get some rest. Oh, good. Okay. All right. We're going to have the kids be here. This is level 3, Jackson's teacher, and he is ready for them. This is the kids' aquarium here. These are warmed aquariums because we're in the frozen glaciers. And you can see little doors in the back where the divers can come in and fix something if something goes wrong in these aquariums, and check on the feed and all that kind of thing. So let's go to town, and let's go have some children. Now when we do children, We only do 6 at a time. It's the most that I can do and find their housing before they grow up. And there we go. That's Mira. So now that we know who it was and how that happened, so here's our statistics. We have 77 and we're going to add 6, and which means we'll have 83. And let me put here, this is the information. This is where we will see the kids coming in. Oh, Asplin. So there is a relative of one of our people who's visiting right now. And let's continue. What time of day is it? Let's escape for a minute. Let's look at this. It is 23, so it's close to midnight. And let's begin. Settings, spawning new children. Let me get this up so I can write on here. And we're going to put the new children down here. So we probably have one already. Information, not yet. Jameer is the last person in. And there is our first. It is a Crips. Lanea Crips. This is not good. We have Crips already, which means that this is going to be one of the kids' because we'll see what this kid says her parents are. And let's see. Any more sleep right now and you'll be up all night. Ah, yes. That thing about naps that we were talking about the other day. Ah, look, we've got a new case. Ooh, and this is one of the asked people. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Kacecast. Oh my gosh. So Evelyn, we have a new Evelyn. A Crips. I should have not had them on the list, but there's no way to not have them. Hold on. The kids are being born during a thunderstorm. Mauricio Crips. Wow. Look how many Crips this is. Mauricio A. Crips. Someone in the Crips family loved that name Mauricio and decided to name their kid Mauricio, which is pretty good. And there's an Asplin. We're getting the same people having kids. Monroe C. Asplin. Plin. I should have mixed up the housing a little bit better, because the same people are getting kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need one more kid, and there it is. And sure enough, grr, I'm at it myself. And there's another Daniela. Now, the names are like the parents going, oh, I love that name, Daniela. Like Daniela. We have a Daniela. And I'm going to name my kid Daniela. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of them belong to one family, 1 to another, and 2. I'm going to try one more. No, I don't have room. The school isn't going to take more than 6, so we're done. Let me see if we still have a thunderstorm. I don't hear it. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to try sleeping just to make sure that the thunderstorm goes away. And then we're going to check on, let me see here. We're going to get the kids enrolled in school. And let's go to sleep. And it is the next morning. We can actually see the sunlight it's very cloudy today. There we go. Look at that beautiful sky. And let's come over here to the school. That was Mildred, the doctor at the university hospital, going to school. Let's come here and let us get the kids into school. And there's Evelyn, Case, Lane, Daniela, and Mauricio, and Monroe. And that is all 6 of our kids. And now as they come, I'm going to try and see who they say the parents are, so that we can begin to work out who they are and where they live. So we have 3 Crips kids, Lane, Evelyn, and Mauricio. And then we have Case, we have who's by himself, and then we have Monroe and Daniela, who are brothers and sisters, and here they come. So this is Lane, and let me see who the parents are. Whoa, Daxton, one of the kids. This is Daxton, and Evelyn and Case are actually brother and sister. So I'm going to take them out. Command copy, delete. Let's put this down here. Command insert, and their parent is Evelyn Cripps, Elynn. Wait, that's wrong. Nancy K. Van Anst, AST, and Kate and Daxton, AXTON, A Cripps, CRIPPS. We're going to have to bring them over to raise their kids here. How wonderful. So let's see who this is. This is Monroe Asplin, and oh, look at this. This is Hallie and Corinne. Jeez, having more kids. So Hallie and Corinne had a set of Crips already. I don't know that I like that, and I want to see what I'd want to do. I thought they did. Yeah, they had Isabella, Case, Miranda, and Daxton are Hallie, and so Hallie and Corinne just had another set of kids. Grrr. Okay, and I know what that means that I'm going to do about it. So this is Mauricio, Monroe, and wait, no. Look at this. Daniela, Isabella is an older kid. So this is actually Daniela and Mauricio. Hold on, this is interesting. Command copy, command insert, put the 2 of them together. These kids are the newest kids of Hallie Cripps and Corinne, C-R-I-N-N-E, and Asplin, S-P-L-I-N. So their older sister is Isabella, and it's saying Case Cripps, and Miranda Asplin and Daxton. So Daxton is their uncle. Daxton's actually this child's uncle, and we've got a couple kids there. This is one of the Cripps kids here, and then I've got Cripps kids that I can't see. So Daniela and Mauricio are 2 new kids of theirs. And let's come here for a second, and let's take this one away right here. Now I still have Lane. Oops, edit undo. I took away the wrong person. No, I didn't. That's the right person. Yes, take that person away. So I still have Monroe and Lane, and I have to find them. And so let's come here and let's see who this is. This is Evelyn, and Evelyn is with Case, and they are Nancy and Daxton's kids. Okay, so I've got that one. And here, this is Monroe, and let's look at Monroe. And sure enough, he is, wow, they have a huge family. And this is one of Hallie's kids. So Monroe is actually one of the kids. Copy and add to these kids down here. Command insert. I'm putting it in a special place. And so that means the Cripps kid is, let me see the other Lane, and let's see if Lane is there. Lane is not here. So where is Lane? Who is this right here? I can't get them apart. Oh, there she is. Or he is. And there's Lane. And Lane's Evelyn and Case. So Lane is actually Daxton's kid. Command copy. And command insert here. All right, so we just got 2 families out of that. Unbelievable, but at least one of the families is descendants, and I know how I'm going to have to fix this from now on. I'm going to have the ones who have had families before be moved into lower level housing so that they don't get any more kids. Where is he? Where is the teacher? Jackson, what are you doing?
Is there a problem?
Yeah, you tell me. Why aren't you up there with the kids? And why aren't the kids sitting? Hold on. See, they're not sitting. They are not sitting. Uh-huh. They should be sitting down, and they normally sit here. So the sit mechanism is not working in the last Minecolonies. And I was trying to see if that was some sort of something that was messed up by all the stuff that we were doing, or if it was something messed up in Minecolonies. I don't have an answer yet. Most of the people who are playing don't notice things like that. They just get kids in housing. They notice when they're not sleeping because they get all colonists are asleep. They don't get that. So we're going to kick out the people here in these 2 houses, and we're going to have the parents and the kids, the new kids, come here. So Atticus and Daniel are here. We're going to kick them out. Let's go upstairs and let's get from here. Now they know this. They're fine with it. This is one of the things that they understand about what goes on here. Unassign you, and there we go. Okay, let's come down. Let's come to here, and let's start with one set of families. So here we're going to put in Monroe. Let's find Monroe. Daniela. Can we find Daniela? Don't tell me she's grown up already. Evelyn has. Monroe, Daniela, and Mauricio are supposed to be here. They're just going to live with their parents anyway. There's Mauricio, and we still need Daniela. Just me a minute. I have to be able to find her. But I'm not finding her, which means she's probably down here already. Arabella is here, Lionel, Nova, Lee, Evelyn. Where is she? Hold on. That's interesting, isn't it? Hold on, let me look. Huh. Okay, I can't find one of the kids. Let's put the parents upstairs until I find the other kid. And the parents are here, and the parents are Nancy. Let's find Nancy and Daxton. Now they're not going to be probably able to work. There's Daxton, and Nancy is far away. Nancy's right here, 125 blocks. So she probably isn't going to be working during this time period. And Daxton's not too far away. I might be able to get him to work, but everyone else is not. Let's go to the other house right here. Who is that? That's Mauricio. Right there. Mauricio, what's wrong with you? Hold on, let me see. What are you saying? Bed occupied. You have a long way to walk. I bet you do. Okay, so now let's go down and across to the other house. Monroe, go upstairs, go to bed. Let's see what's going on here, why Monroe is not going up to bed. There are beds here. There's beds here. Are these beds in the way? Let me move this. Let me move the lamp over to here for a minute and move this just in case. And let me see if that's keeping her from going to bed. Let's come here. There are 2 beds here and nothing in that room to keep her from going to bed. And I've noticed this, that only a certain number will go to bed and the other ones end up down at the bottom. And we still don't have Daniela. Like, Daniela doesn't exist. There she is. Okay, so now we've got Daniela. Let's go across the hall and we'll get those people to go away. Right here. No one's living here, and I think this is Atticus. Who is this? Lillian up here or no one? Arabella, that's right, we put her here. Sorry, Arabella, but you're going to be able to go back to work now. So up here is going to be, did we put Nancy and Dax in that house with Hallie and Corinne's kids? Yes, we did. Let's come here and let's get Nancy and Dax. Here's Dax. Let's get Dax here. And let's get Nancy. Am I going to see Nancy? Come on, you can do it. Here she is, and she's there. Okay, so there's where they're going to be. And then down here, let's get the kids. And their kids are Case. Now that's definitely Nancy liking the name Case. Case and Lane and Evelyn. Evelyn's grown up, but Evelyn is going to live here with her parents. Evelyn's going to be enrolled in university, and that whole family is there. Let's go across and get the people from here, because I think I did do that. I think I did do it. I doed it. Let's come here, sure enough. And this is Hallie being moved back here again. So Hallie is going to take over Kenzo's build, and Kenzo's going to go to Hallie's shop. and do that. And Corinne is going to take over. Corinne's going to take over Nina's shop. So let me find Hallie for a second. Here she is, and we'll do that. And you can see how far away they are. And that's why we're going to have them switch jobs for now. And that takes care of all the kids. Monroe, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It used to be that if I brought all the kids down, like recall housing, recall citizens, that they would go back to sleep. So there goes Mauricio. But now I've got 2 kids up. 2 kids awake. Let's see if I can get this one. I can't. One of them is saying they live too far away. But we'll just have them be there. Let's do 2 things before the end of the night. Let's get our teenager enrolled in university. And this is what happens. Evelyn is already grown up. I am so glad that I didn't do a level 5 school. I really am. I think I want her in the library first. We'll look and see what her skills look like. And let's come here. We definitely have room for her. And there she is. She has some mana. Look at the stamina is 10. That's actually good. Creativity is 8. Focus is 9. So she's an interesting kid. And it's going to be interesting to see what turns out for her. And now let's quickly go and transition the adults. I'm going to have Kenzo and Hallie switch, which will be easy. So we'll come here and we'll get Kenzo not to be here, and then we'll look for Hallie right quick. Let's see if we can do this quickly. If I can't find her in the first set, I'm just going to go ahead. There we go. There we go. So Hallie is now here. Let's get Nina to switch. Let's get Nina to switch. So Nina is here and manage, and Nina is Corinne is going to take her place. Now Corinne did this the last time that there were kids. Corinne took her place, so we're going to have Corinne take her place again. Right here. Nina's fine with that. Nina is hoping one day that she'll be in the position that these guys are in. Nina has fostered kids, but I don't think that she's had any of her own. We can look for a moment and see. I don't see her having any. Nina and Kenzo fostered Jackson when he was growing up. But I don't see anyone else right at the moment. Let's go over to Hallie's shop and Corinne's restaurant, which is back here. And here's the restaurant, and Nina is going to take over. And Nina is not with Kenzo anymore. And so we'll have to find out where Nina is. So, why is there no cook here? Oh, because I already put her there. So we'll put Nina here. 139 blocks, that's too far. So I'm going to have to find out where she's living. Let's get Hallie's position, which Kenzo is taking. We're having Kenzo here. Right here, and he's going to continue working on her project right here, and there he is. So Kenzo is going to be right here. So it is 5 o'clock in the morning. In an hour, everyone's going to start going to work, and I'm going to take a sip. We did it. Yeah, I know. They're all in the same house. That was unexpected, but we did get a new family group. We got Nancy, and let's go down here. People are going to work right now.
Nice. This is going great.
Somebody's liking it. This is correct. Let's go to this road, and we're going to figure out what Nancy can do. I think Nancy's just going to be a stay-at-home mom. She's going to get the time off for now, because there isn't anything close that she can work on that isn't going to change her stats. That's the thing that you have to be careful about. Who's this?
Right away.
Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. You have a namesake, Evelyn. You have a new kid who's named after you. And so we can have Nancy right here. She is going to not work here for right now. Her brother, Spencer, is going to be doing all of the work. And we might have to make sure that he can make the things that are needed. And then who else? We had someone else. Hallie and Corinne are fine. Dax is actually kind of fine. Let's see where Dax is. It's a long commute for him, poor dad. That happens sometimes with dads, that they're doing this long commute. But if I'm not mistaken, this is
Good day to
Dax.
see ya.
Hi, Dax. I know, I'm so sorry that you have a long commute. Nothing is going to make the commute shorter. This is his commute. He comes out here, he goes down here, and he walks down to here, and then he goes all the way to the end of the hall, and that's his commute. So he's good for now. Now I have a bunch of people who don't have a home, and I'm going to have to find some places for them. We can have some of them live in the tavern. It's not going to affect them right now. So let's come down here and see how many people are going to need to live in the tavern. So Arabella can live in the wait, Arabella's going back to work. June can go back to work. Daniel's a student. He's going to go to the dorms. Lillian can be here, although she'd be better off in the dorms. Atticus would be better off in the dorms until the kids come, and then they can go back to where they live. And then, so those are all the homeless. They can all live in the dorms, except Arabella. She's going back to work. So let's come up here, and let's put the others in the dorms for now. And then Arabella will be back to work. We'll start having all the druids return to work. Winky, let's come here. Fernando is here. Arabella can be here. Daniel can be here. Lillian can be here. And Atticus. Let's have Daniel be away. Let's have Atticus be here, because the next shop is even farther away. So Atticus would be too far away for this shop right here. But Daniel is okay here. So we'll have Daniel be here. And that just leaves, where's Arabella? Is Arabella down here? Ah, and look at this. So Lane is grown up. We can assign, we could assign Lane to the university. I'll let them stay with their parents for a little bit longer. And yeah, where did Arabella go? She's like, I don't want to live anywhere. But you're obviously living somewhere. It's okay. We won't worry about it right now. So we have 2 other kids who have grown up and they're going to university. So if it's more important for most of the people who play for the kids to grow up really fast than for those of us who want the kids to not grow up, there should be research that says that they stay kids longer. And that is what I would like. It's just so unfortunate that we don't get to enjoy them. Let me put this here. Manage workers. So, Arabella, of course, and Lee, Nova, they are all druids. Case is a new kid, and Lane is a new kid, and that's all we have room for right now. So let's come over here. Daniel might have to get a job. We'll see what he wants to do. The university can now have some more people. It's a level 4, and there is room. I think there's only room for, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I think there's only room for 1 more person at the university, maybe. But we'll see. And everyone's going to stay in school for now. And yeah, let's go up. And that takes care of them. Let's get the explorers back. All the explorers have been on vacation. Some of them hoped that they would have kids, but they didn't this time. And so Lee and Arabella are here. Nope. Fire druid. Arabella is first druid at the exploration center, and Lee is directly under her. And over here we have Leighton, and we have his sister Skylar, and they are scientists at the submarine base. And we're probably going to have Leighton. Leighton's actually, nope, I did it again. I keep doing that. I know. Okay, Skylar here, druids, and Leighton. Leighton's probably going to be a submarine driver when the time comes, and here they come. They're all coming back. Arabella, and there's Leighton, and there they all are. They're so sweet. I love that. Let's come here. That's Jessie. Let's come down here. We're going to get June back to work and Nova back to work. Now Nova, Nova, we can come right here for a second. Nova is the Mystic Site druid. So we'll manage, and that is Nova. That has been her position, as you can see. And then let's go to get June back to a position. And I don't know now. I have to think about it. I thought I had put her in a position where she would be like right at the head of, that she would be right here, right where the, this is where there's housing, but this is also where the logistics is. And this is a very important place, and this place belongs to June. And I do not see any more people. So now I just have to do some housing. What time of day is it? I think I made a boo-boo. Uh-oh. Did I get everyone housed? I think I did. Ooh, coffee. Ooh, coffee is
Would you like a
here.
sip of coffee?
I would, if that's okay.
No, it's not. I was just asking out of politeness.
Out of politeness.
But it's all mine.
It's all
can't have
yours.
any.
I can't have any.
Should you slurp? Do you want a giant grape?
Yes, please. I want a giant grape. Look at that. Yes, coffee.
Yes.
Hi. Hazelnut. Hazelnut maple cream.
Not hazelnut.
Not hazelnut? But it smells like hazelnut.
It's that, I don't remember what it is. It's some kind of cookie.
Cookie? It smells like hazelnut.
There's probably hazelnut in it.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Whatever cookie that is delicious. It's a cookie ice cream. And oh my gosh,
Cookie coffee.
that is so good.
Yes.
Yum. Thank you. All right. Let me look here. I'm looking down the hall. I'm going to put down the names for a second and just check. Hi, everyone. And yes, oh my gosh, so good, jelly. So delicious. Okay, he just makes an amazing cup of coffee. He really does. Hi. Who are you?
I can't work like that.
Hi, June. June, you're a knight, aren't you? Yep. I'm looking at her and going, what in the world is that? There we go. That's more like it. That's the way you're supposed to look. And that is the way the druids look in the default. In default. And they're all just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we're looking down the hall. This is the main hall here. And we have the kids. We can go and check on the kids and get a chance to see some of them while they're still kids. And that's two things about the children, that their position in bed is weird. And the other thing is that nobody's sitting. Nobody's sitting. And so we'll come down here. That's a visitor right there. And we'll come to here and see how many kids we have left. According to this, we have Jackson. We have 3 kids left. So another kid has grown up, but I think we got them, the 3 of them, and they're in university already. And what time of night? It's too late to see anybody. It's like 11 o'clock. No, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock at night. So while everyone's sleeping, let me show you what we did on Twitch. So this morning, when we knew that we were going to move the druids, Leighton and Skylar wanted to go home and be with their moms, Mira and Laura, while they were off duty. So they were kind of not interested necessarily in having any kids, but they wanted to go, and this is not their house. I don't know this is anybody. Oh, Michael and Fernanda are here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. They wanted to live with their moms while this whole thing of being on the list for children was going in. And so their mothers wanted them to be on the list. So they knew that there was a possibility that they might get kids, but they were hoping And they kind of planned it. They were hoping that if they stayed with their mothers, they would not get any kids. And it actually worked. They didn't get any. And this isn't where they are either. And so I'm just going through and looking for a minute. I have one more housing somewhere in the middle that I've lost track of. I do. So there's this housing here. Isn't there another house? No, this is the other house. There's a house here, right here, and then there's a house right over here. I think this is the one that I'm thinking of. Nope, there's not enough housing here. So this is where Kiara is by herself. So it is this one right here. That's the D. I think they're in the C housing, which is right here. They are indeed. So Laura now and Mira are here by themselves, but Jenna was living with her mom before the two other kids came home. Yet Jenna had a really long commute. Jenna is actually the rabbit. Nope, we don't want to go that way. She is the rabbit farmer. And so her mother lives here. So she was living here with her mom because her other mother, Mira, is a druid. So this is her commute. You saw where she was living, and right back here is her rabbit farm, which Elena is working on. Elena is working on this, and this is a level 2 now. So Elena's not working on this anymore. Elena, I said Elena, but it's Elena. And I want to see what Elena's working on for a sec before I go into talking about this new section right here that just happened. So Elena is supposed to be working on level, bringing everything up to level 3, all the farms.
Good to see you.
Onyx, go to bed. Thank you. I'm saying that like he's a child, but they get so silly at night. Some of them stay out late, and yeah, they're just very silly. Okay, like children. This is Onyx right here, the fishery, and Elena is right here. And let me see, she doesn't have anything. Good. Now Elena is supposed to be making sure that at least every farm has a level 3. So we have a level 3 dairy. I'm looking at it right here. This is a level 3 dairy right here. We have a level, we do not have a level 3 chicken farm. So we're going to make this one into the level 3 before we start doing the duplicates. So the build options here, the builder is Lena, upgrade the building. So she's going to make that chicken farm a level 3. And then on the other side, right here, is a level 3. This is sheep. No, this is chickens. Wait. She's supposed to be working on this. Let's have her upgrade this first. That must have been a sheep farm. So I was talking about that as though there were chickens there when it's full of wool. And obviously not. Obviously not. But we're going to have the wool farm come after the chickens. We actually need more eggs than we need wool. And so we've got a lot of wool still from imports and from the sheep farm that we have. And look what color they are. And then she'll begin after that. Elena's job is to do all this. Hallie or Kenzo will help her, because back here we have a whole new section. So remember, if you were watching a couple days ago, I think it was last Saturday actually, or it might have been, yeah, I think it was Saturday. The Mr. Villager sort of made this veiled threat, and it was like he was being, it wasn't so much like he was threatening. He was saying that something was going to happen and that we needed another miner, another forester, and another stonemason. And it's like, well, we've got 2 stonemasons, we've got 2 foresters, but we don't have 2 mines. So based off of that, the only place that really looked like a good place to put the mine was at this end of the farms. And so we established a new mine right here. And this is a level 1 underwater base mine, and we don't have a miner yet. That's why we have kids, to see if we can get some better people, some people who want to do that. It's not so much about anyone can do it. Are they going to be happy? And that's what we're looking for. And then because of that, we knew we needed a guard.
I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain.
Oh my gosh, Rayange. Oh, Ray, that was amazing. Okay, and we decided we needed a guard tower, and in the beginning I thought I was just going to put one of the tall towers here, but when it became clear oh my gosh, Jelly Bean, that's perfect. That's perfect. Your emoji is perfect. When it became clear that Jenna and the miner were too far away from any housing, we knew we had to put housing out here. So we decided to put an information center here. With the information center here, we could have the border stretch back. We could put in housing and put in some other things. So since we have a new mine here, we decided we were going to put in another ores smelter, so that all the things coming out of this mine wouldn't have to be tracked back to the other smelter and then tracked to the warehouse. So now the smeltery is right next door, so the warehouse submarines can come here, pick up what they need to pick up, and just take it to the warehouse. So this is the new mine, across the way, actually, we're looking at it. And this building that I'm in is the new ores smeltery. At the end of the border, you can see the border right there. So for Jenna, we put in, and the people who are going to be here, we put in a new apartment building. Jenna's living in the first apartment, which is the level 5. We did some stuff to the upstairs so that it would be comfortable for her. We put in some new colors, a new bed. We made the kids' bedroom there and the master bedroom right here. And this is the vanilla furnishings down here. And so these furnishings, will be here until she's home, because it's raining, and we'll do that. The kids, the other people who are here, we're going to have to take all of these And as you can see, they're flooded. And let's go ahead and let's build it. So all the other times I've taken the water out, but building the building will actually remove the water. So this is a C apartment, and the C is the only other level 5. So in Aquatica's apartment buildings, we're going to have 2 level 5s, the C and the A because we have to, and the C because it's beautiful. And then we have a 3 and a 4, and this is the C apartment. So let's come here, let's touch the ground, let's switch to Aquatica, A-Q-A-T-I-C. There it is. And let's go to fundamentals, let's go to residence. This is apartment C, and we can see it sitting right there. I think it's actually correct. So let me push it back, and it is not. See, they don't match. So let me come here and let me turn that around. I have to be able to see it to turn it around. That's not a match. That's a match. Okay, there's the match of that. Let's go upstairs for a minute and let's make sure that it matches up here. That's kind of weird. That's not usually where that bed is. I'm a little concerned. There are beds missing up here. But let's do this and then we'll know for sure. C, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is the level C that we're supposed to have. And let's come down. Have I never been upstairs in one of these? Everything is where it's supposed to be. And so all we have to do now is level 5, constructed. And then let's X, and either that got rid of the water or we still have to get rid of the water. So let's do, let's get a spongy. Here's spongies. Whoosh. There's one. There's water upstairs. Oh, that was there. Yay! The water's gone from here. Let's go upstairs and see if we have a water source still. We do in the hall. Let's take that one out. Take that one away. And let's look here. I think there's another one in here. So we're just looking for all the water. There doesn't seem to be any more water in there. And there's no water here. So this apartment is now ready to be furnished however they want it. Game picture is frozen. Hold on a sec. It's fixed now. Okay. Sorry about that. OBS has been sort of peaky today. Threw me out of Twitch at the end of the game. It's fine now? Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that. I just noticed. I hope you weren't there too long. This is white. Let's get a white lamp. We can get one of Macaw's that turns into a tall lamp, and we can put it right here. Put it up like that. Do we want it up high? It always looks weird at that level. So I think I like it better there. Let's cut this couch down. I don't want to take it away until I have more furniture, but right now we are just going through and getting the apartments ready. Here's another flood. This is the level 4 that we're going to have here. Let's start it. I'm going to have to float. And let's come here. And I kind of have to do this because the druids will come in. They'll just come in. And let me come to, we're at Aquatica, we're at fundamentals, we're at residences, we're at the D apartment here. And let's push this back, and that doesn't match. See, that doesn't match right there. So let's come here and let's turn. There's the match, and it is red. That is red. Let's go upstairs and see what the level 4 looks like. This is 1, and this is D level 2, 3, and 4. And that's why we have this apartment like this. We have a low-flying helicopter. Might be the Coast Guard. So that's the level 4. Everything is in place. So let's come over here and let's hit this. It's a level 4 D apartment constructed. And we've got a water source in here still. And so we'll take it up. There's one there. I see you. Good gracious! Do you hear that? Whoa! Let me X for a second. And there we are. Wow! That is some serious thunderstorming going on outside. Let's put one here, one here. Let's put one here. There's another right there, and I think that's the last of them. I'm going to sleep here right now. It's 8 o'clock at night, so it's very early. But I want to sleep here just to get that to stop. Yep, this is the one. There's going to be the double bed here, and we're not going to have that bed. That bed's going to be there. This right here is where the wall's going to be, and I don't know what colors we're going to use yet. We could do light blue. We haven't done light blue yet. Concrete. We've done blue. We did the dark blue before, but I don't think we've done this. Nah. I could be wrong, and we probably have, but we're going to take these away so I can put in lighting and things like that. And then we need a third bed. Right now, we're just going to put that one in. And do I want to make, the way we've done this, we've done it like this, where there is a room piece going off. I'm doing this one differently. Interesting. So we'll just do that one like that. Yep. And that gives us that. So, okay. Then we'll come up later and we'll see what we're going to do with it. Let's take this away here. I need a light. And let's take this light and put here. And then we have this apartment done. Let me come here for a second, because I think I picked up a lamp. I did not. I see this right here. I did pick up that. I see 2 of these. I don't see anything else right now. I'm good with that. And let's take these 2, put them away, and put this up here. Take cover. Seriously. That was such a serious thunderstorm, wasn't it? All right, so this apartment is ready for someone to move into. This apartment is ready. This is the C apartment, and over here, this is not. Now this is the 3, and whoa, it's in the glacier. So this one has a glacier through it, but this is definitely the B, sorry I said C, the B apartment. And the B apartment is only a level 3. The D is a level 4 and the B is a level 3. So let's begin with getting the build tool, Aquatica. Let's come here. Let's do residence. Let's do B. Let's move this back. And let's look. That's not a match. Let's move it this way so we can see that move into place. That looks like a match right there. So this is a B 0 essentially right now. And let's do a B apartment 2, 3. So the level 3 is, we're not going to be able to go upstairs and see what it looks like. We're just going to have to trust your feelings. I've done this before, so long as the table matches and we have the right apartment. So we'll just look for a minute, and we're doing B to B, and let's make sure that this is a B, and it is a B3 constructed. And there we are, and let's X out, and lovely fireworks. And there, our icebreaker is gone, our glacier is gone. Let's go upstairs and see what it looks like. Whoa, but we've got flooding, and it didn't get rid of the ice upstairs. How fascinating. So I've got brick. I've got a pickaxe for the glacier, and let's begin. We're just going to pick the glacier out so that it doesn't keep melting, because so long as it's melting, there's going to be water. So let's put that in. That water's gone. Water gone here. And let's come over to here and see if I can get this part of the glacier moved. Am I floating? I felt like I was. Oh, but not from water. I'm just floating because I'm flying or swimming in the air. And this is the last of the glacier right here. I'm sure there's plenty outside. I can see some out the window right here, which is perfect. Look at the view. Whoa. Look at the wonderful views. It really is like a city view that they have in these apartment buildings. It's just gorgeous. Are you leaking? Are all of you leaking? Yes, they are. Let's get glass that is not a stair. Now I know I could put something above it. I actually can. And sometimes that works. But I just don't want to do sometimes. There's no question that these don't leak. And since this is a loft and we have lots of room up here, we're just going to go ahead and not have these because I don't want to worry about them. They are underwater for now, and some of that water is going to go away, but not all of it. And that's why we can do this. Now, this probably won't be underwater, but I am going to do the pieces here for a second. This is calcite, but we're going to do this right here. Although calcite would be kind of fun in these apartments. I think it would. So this is the bedrooms that we have been making into 2 separate bedrooms here by making this wall. Let's take this wall here and dividing this window right here to allow us to have this be a room right here. So I don't, why does that not work this time? The door must be right there. We must have put the door right at that part right there. I think we did. And on this side, the door is right here. Or I should say the wall is right here. Now this is the wall that comes out that shuts off both bedrooms. And right here, we have this. How in the world were we doing this with the other ones? That is so interesting. I'm gonna have to go look. Maybe there is no window in here. But that would be too close to the bed and there wouldn't be any place. And we did have that chair there. I'll have to go look at the other rooms and see what I did. There can't be a piece right here. There can't be. So I'm not sure how we did it. Wow. All right, so I'm going to have to check. I'll have to check with one of the others and see how we did it. Right now, I have no idea. That is fascinating. Do I want to figure it out? Is that what you're saying? We can't move the beds. Yeah, I don't know. So I'll have to check and see. I have other ones. And I want to see if maybe they're not working. Wait, do I need, this is red down here? It is. And so this is light blue if I'm not mistaken. This right here, we can take all this up. This is a red table here. And we're going to take this table. Now the table is different every time. So the table's random. So we're going to get red lamp for this one. And there's the red lamp. And we can put it right next to this. And that takes care of that. Let's go to one of the other apartments for a minute. This is the one where at the end is nothing. That's why that's there. There's nothing at the end. And this orange, let's assign the orange to here, which is right here. Let's take a piece of this. I could do the rest, but I want to go look at the kids. This is how the kids grow up. You get started doing something, and then all of a sudden you haven't been anywhere in ages, and the children are gone. So let's run back. We can see where we are. If we wanted to take a shortcut, we could do this. It's nighttime.
Great to see you.
Hi, Nola. Go to bed. And we'll come through here. We'll come here. Let's come down. And let's see if anyone is still a kid. We're going to come up. This ice always reminds me of Houdini. I did see, when I was way too young to see it, a Houdini movie, and that was the scary thing, where he got stuck under this ice pack in the movie. I don't know if that was real life or not, but in the movie it was. And it was like, oh my God, way too scary. And here we are. This is the Fletchery in the shopping center. We're going to go over to, it's nighttime, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm going to look and see. It was a real event, yeah. Oh God, it was so scary in the movie. that, man. But he was really trying to have, who's that? That's just a visitor. Okay. No. That was one with Tony Curtis. Yes, it was. It was indeed. Let me see if the kids have grown up. Let's check with the school and see if we have any kids left. We might not. Let's come here. But sometimes when I'm under the ice like that and I can't get up, it reminds me of that movie. And we have a pupil still. It says in the managed workers, we just have Mauricio. Aww, Mauricio Jr. We have Mauricio, who is one of our restaurant owners in the Forest area, and his parents, Mauricio's parents, liked that name so much, they decided to name one of their kids. Mauricio's siblings, this is Evelyn, Lane, and Case over here. Mauricio's siblings, and here we go again. And you're, Monroe, you just do not like living here, do you? You don't. You know something, Monroe? I'm going to have you move out. There's obviously some misunderstanding between you and your parents, Hallie and Corinne. And so I'm going to have Monroe move into the dorms because she's not going to sleep. It's a little inaccurate, yeah, like movies usually are. It's a little tiny bit inaccurate, which was the reason why I was saying that I wasn't sure that the ice magic trick actually happened. But that one was one that actually did. Let's look here. There are 3 people here. We're going to put her in. If there's only one person here, I don't think I will. Danielle. Is Danielle one of their classmates, or is it the class before? Let's look here. Nope, it's the class before. So yes, we're going to put her in the other building. She is a kid still, granted. She's a college level kid, university level kid, but I don't want her to be alone. And so we're going to put her here. And who are we looking for? We're looking for Monroe. And I thought I just saw, but I might have gone past. Oh wait, she'll be down here because she doesn't have a job. So Daniela and Monroe are here. Daniela and Monroe. We'll have Monroe live here. That just happens sometimes. Now, if Monroe and Daniela come and live here, Hallie and Corinne will still have Mauricio by themselves living in the house. Daniela is thinking she doesn't want her sister to be alone, so she's going to go and live with her sister. So if she's going to do that, we can put them in with Daniel over here. The 2 sisters are going to be here together. Let's do that. So let's come to here. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. And there is Daniela and Monroe. Where are you? Oh, don't tell me because I gave her a house. Yes, and there she is right there. Okay, so they're fine. How do I know they're fine? Because Daniel is still studying. Daniel's still doing research, and he's 58, so they're going to be in the 50s from where they are. So we're going to look at Daniel and see what we can come up with for him. I think that Daniel was one of the ones who actually had, there's a DVD of Houdini's silent films. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Daniel is going to be a courier, and we don't have any place for him yet. So let's hope that there's enough room here for him to do research for a while. Yes, it is colony banner. Okay, so we don't need those. We can put in a banner later. Manage workers. Who do we have room for? And that's the problem. We don't have room for anyone else. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have room for them. So Daniel should be working, and there's no place for him to work. And Fernando both. Fernando, we were saying, was a possible submarine. Fernando is actually supposed, holy good night. He is supposed to be getting mana, but he has enough. His intelligence and all of that, his focus is pretty decent, and we were saying he was going to be a submarine runner. And so let's have him come out. Daniel doesn't have enough. His mana's too low. His focus, it would have to be more than what he has in order to do the submarine. Fernando at least has a double-digit focus. So Daniel's, we'll have to find someplace else for him to do stuff. Let's go to the submarine for a minute. For Fernando, and let's see how our people are. If Fernando's going to do that, shouldn't he in fact be at university and get up to a 30? It wouldn't be fair. And let's see who we have here. Michael is the dean. Ariana is not ready yet. She has a focus of 10, so she is working towards being a druid. Ariana could, yes, we have her as a druid. Dylan is 19. He's working towards science also. His focus is only okay, and we'll see if there's something else that we can find for Dylan to do. And Fernando needs to be here. So we're going to have Fernando transfer over so that his mana goes up above 30. And then he'll be ready to join. And let me look here. Michael is here. Ariana, let me look, is a druid. She's not ready yet. So yeah, none of the kids are ready as yet, but that is going to leave room for one of the kids to go to school. We still have 2 kids, counting Mauricio, who still need to go here after one of the kids comes. And the new kid on the block is going to be Monroe first. So Monroe is here, and then Daniela. Look at Nancy. Oh my gosh, look at the mana on this child. Oh, that's why. That's not a child. That's their mother. She's a druid. She's a druid, even though she is doing, good gracious. She's an amazing druid. No wonder. Who is Nancy's partner is Daxton. Daxton is a glass blower, actually. Gosh, that's wild. That's wild. But her dexterity, you see, because she was and her creativity, that has to do with the fact that she's a stone maker. Man, when I have druids like this, I'm like, why are you here? And this is the whole point of Arnaaluk, is that they could actually do something else, because anyone seeing her with that much mana, untrained mana, and a focus of 27 is saying, you have to be a druid. It's like you're 7 feet tall, you have to be a basketball player, you have to be a model. But what if you want to be a scientist? What if you want to be an artist? And that is exactly what happened to Nancy. And so while she's raising her kids, she is not working, but then she is going to go back. Yeah, isn't that wild? That's really wild. So, and then she'll go back to work as a oh, and that is going to be interesting, because let's think about that for a minute. When Nancy and Dax are finished raising their kids, they're actually not going to have a place to live together because they weren't together before. So we need to find them a house, because they're actual partners. They're actual partners. So let's come here. Right, guy? Right? Who is this?
Right
This
away.
is Dylan. Dylan is Jesse and Nina's kid with Juan, and then they fostered Ariana because she didn't have parents. And so that's who they are. Let's go down here and let's see if we can find something. What are you looking for?
'Tis a fine morning.
Oh, you do? Well, we know that they can make those. So we'll just have to, I know, let's have Spence.
That was the best baked potato.
What should I do about that? I'm gonna have to go get Spencer to be able to make it while his sister is not working. So let's come back here. We're gonna go to our newest, our other stone mason, who is back here. And what are you waiting for?
Can I help you?
You're waiting for glass, but it has to be blue stained. Okay. And right there, there's Spencer. I think I taught Nancy how to make it. Liam Neeson studied computer science and physics before becoming famous. I know. And there are a bunch of them. Jodie Foster went back to school. And, yeah. Hold on a second. Is that too much of an echo, Jelly Bean? If it is, I'll unplug and plug back in. If it's too much of an echo. Let's do cutter and see if there's oh, wow. Let's teach him how to make these things. And we'll start with that. The shroom light, I think he can make. And definitely all of these panels. The copper, I think, is not his, even though it says it's his. This is blue concrete, so definitely that. I think it's going to say that it's not his. Let's go to the next one. Green concrete wall absolutely is his. And what is this? nether bricks and birch. This might be his, it might be the foresters. Nope, they're still there. See the shroom lights still there? So those belong to the copper. Wait, we didn't come here for that. We came here for mossy. For mossy brick, stone, bricks. And let's make this a little echoish. Hold on. Let's fix it. And hopefully that worked. That did work. That worked a little bit. It's less echoish now, isn't it? Done. Let's do that. Should we do anything else? I don't think so. I think that will be it. Did that actually do anything this time? We'll find out. 2 and 3. So Mauricio is still our little kid. And oh, we're headed in this direction. So let's look here. And I see where that is. We have housing. And this should be downtown. It is right here. And let me continue for a minute. So Nancy works when she was working. She works right here. This is where she is, right here. And Dax works right over here. He was also a bass baritone, worked in opera. Whoa! Erlen Van Lint, who played Dynamo on The Running Man, worked in the field of computers and was a hopeful for the 1976 Montreal Olympics. Wow! Yeah. That's cool. And so I believe that Dax lives here. Let's go in and see. Hi guys. He was living here. See, there's only, there isn't 5 people here. There should be. Okay. So we don't have any couples housing here. And it would have to kind of be here for Nancy. For Dax, this is going to be a problem. Because Dax is here. The closest housing, other than that both of them can use, is the shopping center housing. And it's the one that is full for couples. Let's look here. This is Mauricio, who's grown up. not the kid. This is the original Mauricio, and the concrete mixer are living here. They're sharing the apartment, and over here no one lives here. And this is a level 3. Is this B? Yes, this is supposed to be a level 3. Let's look at the upstairs for a minute and see what it looks like. And it's still the original upstairs, including, wow, they're in a glacier. Okay, let me see if I can get them. Let's see what it would be like if they lived here. So if they lived here, let's go down to Nancy. She's not working, so we can't see it. Shoot. Let's look for Dax for a minute. how far away he is. He's actually the problem. She's close, but Dax is not. Let's come all the way up. I'm just going to look for a second again. 71. Let's see if all the kids are grown. If their kids are all grown. Nancy, Evelyn, Case, Evelyn, and Lane, all three of them are still living at home. And I can't figure out Nancy's living situation. Yes, I can. I know how I can figure it out. Because Logan and Sloan are both living over there. I know where I am. Let's go this way. This is Amanda. This is Sloan. This is Logan right here. And this is Nancy right here. I'm going to try an experiment. Now, it would mean that their kids wouldn't be able to visit them. That would be a shame. But I think that would be okay. What are we going to do? We're going to, I haven't done this before with this apartment. Usually we did another room for these apartments. Whoops, there's someone in here, sorry. Let's go upstairs. Is there someone here? See, there's no one here. So we could take this apartment and make it a Byzantine, and it will get rid of everything in here, and I think it's going to be too big. But let's see. Let's go to here. Let's do this. That would give us the correct amount of bedrooms. I don't like it though. I don't think I'm gonna like it. I know that some people have studios. Let's go to Biz and I'll show you why. Byzantine. Let's go to fundamentals. Let's go to residences and let's go to 3 beds. And let's look and see how big this is in comparison to, no! In comparison, hold on, I'm too close to the bed. In comparison to the actual room. So there it is, it's fitting exactly into this room. But you see, no! But you see where the spaces are. Let's do, no! Stop it. You can see where the bed is right there. Let's do, this is 3, a level 6 puts the beds right here. That's not bad. And the table there. We could do it. There is enough room and it's not going to mess with the I think we will. It's not going to mess with the walls, which is good because this is underwater. And all of that. We'll just have one less apartment in this thing, so we can never go up to level 5 here. And is it on the ground? Am I looking at it? Let me just make sure I see that white part right there. The table is there, and we are outside of the build and constructed. And there we are. Okay, wow. Fireworks went off in the room. And here we are. So let's get a pickaxe and let's begin. We are going to have to take away these pieces right here for now. I don't need this. We're not going to be able to have these, and I'm just going to, this lamp is too big, we'll use a smaller one. This is the hut block. We don't need this bed, and we don't need the headboards, the footboards on the bed. We don't need these, but we do need this location right here. Let's get beds from Handcrafted. This is full red. That's Valhalcia. This is Handcrafted down here. Let's go to the beds, which are here. Let's just go ahead and use regular spruce. Although the jungle might be an interesting color. Let's go for jungle, and then up here for the covers, we've got all kinds of red. So we can do this, we can do black, we can do gray, and if we wanted, we could do, that's gray, that's not black. We can do that. Okay, so we'll look at those three. Let's take the beds up right here and put in the full king size bed here. And the black looks like that. The gray looks like that. The light gray is nice. Light gray is nice. And then of course the red is that color. We have that in some other houses, and we have the black. Why don't we just use the gray here and have it look like that? That works for me. What are you? Something. Now the windows here have been replaced on this side. Let's get the pickaxe and take out this part very carefully. And there we go. These windows are still here. I'll have to figure out what they're going to be later. We need chairs. Let's use the jungle chairs for here. And let's look now, and Dax is 18 away. And Rome from here is 33. It's actually Sloan who we should be looking at. Let's look at Sloan. Sloan is 53 from here. So it's a good possibility that Nancy is going to be like 60 from here, because she's a little bit farther than Sloan is from here. So it's probably going to be the distance that Sloan is in the apartment that she's living in. So we'll just have to wait and see. Dax can move here once the kids, well, they both can, once the kids are grown up. Let's get chairs. Let's go to chairs. We're fine with this part. CHAIR. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. What's the jungle? This is jungle. Let me see what it looks like with this table here. So there's a chair and a chair. And that's not too bad, actually. I'll go with that. I'm going to say that's not too bad. Do you see what's happening? That's the aquarium upstairs that's dripping. I'm going to use this for right now. Oh, I had some. Let's put this here. I'm going to use it to stop the dripping for the time being. And then we'll see what we're going to do with the aquarium later. And this is it. This is their little apartment. We can put in a little kitchen area. We can have a little place right here if we wanted to on this side. Let's have, can they get by? They cannot. So let's face this chair this way. We're going to put the two kitchen pieces here, and on this side we'll put the living room pieces. So right here we can have a chair, right here, and maybe put something on that wall. And over here let's put the sink and the stove. Let's look. This is Paladin's stove here. And we'll do it. And we can put it right here. And this is bad, but I don't have too much. I can make this smaller, and I think I'm going to. That we don't need as many of these windows. Whoops. Uh-oh, I did something up there. There we go. So that at least gives us the corner. It still doesn't do a lot for us. I had a kitchen this small in Manhattan at one point. It was teeny. That's still gonna put the stove. Why don't we just put the stove in the sink right here? So we'll put the stove right here and the sink right next to it. And then they'll just have to use the table for cutting or for doing stuff. Let's put a sink in. And we've got all sorts of colors going on in this room. So I think we're going to keep it pretty. We could do dark with white. The concrete. How is that a jungle sink? Let's look at that. What does a jungle sink say? That says concrete. Uh-oh. That's not jungle. Let's just put that in right there. And then up here, we can definitely put in cabinets, which will stop this from leaking. So let's do cabinetry. If that's not leaking anymore, I might have killed the water source upstairs. Caused the aquarium to die. We'll find out in a minute. And I don't need you or you. Cabinet, C-A-B-I-N-E-T. And let's come down right in this area here. We should have narrow cabinets for Paladin. These are Mr. Crayfish. These are Paladins. This is white concrete. That says it's smooth stone. This says concrete. Filler. Concrete filler. Is that the square that goes? Smooth stone filler. That's not the cabinet. Filler cabinet. Here's cabinet there. Let's use these. We can either use those or the dark ones. That's our choices. So let's take the white and put them there. And because that other part is dark on the tops of those, we've got a little tiny apartment area, kitchen. We have a kitchenette. We have that. We can put a TV right here. And where's their storage for like their clothing and things? I think we're going to end up putting a closet right here for them. Let's do jungle wardrobes, TRO. We'll do the two, and if we do jungle, this is spruce, this is oak, this is spruce, this is jungle. Let's see what the jungle looks like. 1 and 2. So that's what their closet looks like right there. I'm okay with that. If we wanted, we could change the window here. So you know, there's there's a YouTube channel called Never Too Small, and it's interesting to see what the Europeans do with these teeny tiny apartments. The Europeans, the Australians and New Zealanders, and the South Americans, particularly Brazil and I think maybe Argentina. I think mostly Brazil for the South American ones. But these little teeny apartments where they tear out all the walls and they do stuff to make them actually livable, and it's really, really lovely to see. What am I going to do with this? I am going to have to do this. I'm going to have to just cover this whole part right here, which I can't do there. Grrr. Grrr. I'm going to have to change the floor upstairs here. And this is why we don't usually have these. Let me see what the upstairs apartment looks like now that I killed. Did I kill it? I didn't? Yay, I didn't. Let's say because they have this aquarium here that they wanted to have more of a floor that they didn't have to worry about getting wet. This is carpet. So if we, tiny spaces, yes. Yeah, I think it's called this. We like watching Bryce too, and he does living large in a tiny home, and those are really cool. But yeah, both of those are good. This needs to be slab. This is actually a slab here. Not all containers. Not all containers, and it's really interesting that especially Bryce, he actually started 7 years ago, and tiny homes have changed dramatically in 7 years, especially in other countries. Not so much here, but more so in other countries, that there are a lot of beautiful tiny houses that are not campers, and not made out of containers. Container homes can be really cool, and we have saved some container home designs that we really liked. But a lot of homes, Never Too Small is more European, and they are transforming old buildings, old apartment buildings that have tiny apartments and making them into beautiful houses. And it's just really cool to get some ideas about what you can do. And one of the interesting things, what should we use? Concrete? No. Calcite? Let's look at stones and see what kind of stone we could use. We want a light stone. Why don't we start with white and see? Or gray. Terracotta. We're going to make a terracotta floor, and that'll make a wall. I think you read a header somewhere about repurposing malls for apartments. I hope so. I hope they do that. I would love to live in a mall, especially if you can skate. In a mall in Portland, Oregon, it's an abandoned mall essentially. And when I first got to Portland, it was a vibrant, amazing, beautiful mall. And between the time that we got there and COVID, of course, it's dead. It was dead. And they allow skating in that mall, which is like, oh my God, that would be so amazing. Let's get a concrete and architect's cutter. An architect's cutter I've got. Let me look at some more white for a minute. So white in Chroma Hills, this is white terracotta. We already used the white planks in the other apartment. We could do it again since it's already in this apartment building, but I was just seeing if we could find something else. Look at the stripped white mangrove. What would that look like on the roof, on the ceiling? Let's see. And there is paper extra I don't think I want to do. And that is white roof block. Polished white diamond stone. I don't think that the cutter is going to do those. The stripped white mangrove wood, it might do that. I'd have to check and see. So what don't I need? I don't need this right now. And I'm going to put this up, this here, this here. Leave that. We don't need this. And let's look at the architect cutter for a minute before they come home. And yay, we can! Okay, so let's make one of those. And then let's make one of these, and let's see which one we want to use. No one came to bed here. Oh, that's right, there are only 3 people in this apartment building. That is correct, I forgot. So I did this wrong. You come down, and you come here, and you go up here. So this is what the wood would look like. I like that. Let me see what it looks like on the ceiling downstairs, because that's the problem with these. Let's look at the terracotta on the ceiling. Yeah, we're just going to do terracotta. We're going to replace the carpeting upstairs with terracotta floor, which is then going to be the ceiling on this apartment, which works perfectly since that's tan and we have jungle here, so that's going to be good. And yeah, there's some, it really is, and we're just going to have to face it, that there's a lot of apartment buildings. Eek! Made that go away. Be careful. Do it right there. And do it there. I just have to concentrate for a second. And here to here. Here. And here. And here. Okay. So that takes care of both places. This floor is going to be like that, and this apartment right now is almost done. Do we want to do a little TV right here before we leave? Sure, why not? And we can put it right here. Now I think I'm actually going to move, depending on Nancy, I might move Sloan and Logan over here. There's more room in Sloan and Rome's apartment for kids to come. It's right here. So see, this apartment is going to, we can make this apartment really nice for the fact that they have 3 kids. We could actually expand this. Here we go again. For 5 people to sit at the table, and look at this big kitchen area. So we can make it that they're the cooks. We can have Rome and Sloan have this beautiful little tiny place to themselves. And we do still need a nice comfy chair, probably to sit like right here or something in the apartment. They can walk around it. Or we'll just have to make these comfy. We'll just have to have more comfortable chairs for them to sit at the table. I think so. I'm all for an arcology experiment. Wouldn't that be cool? I agree. I definitely would love to see such a thing. We were using that. Let's hold on to that for a minute. We'll have these guys come down. Let me come here and make sure that, let's put this here. This is white concrete we can put back. This is calcite, we'll just leave it, and these slabs. And that way we can put, oops, I think I reloaded the shaders. We can put these three things away. Let's get paint. Painting, P-A-I-N-T. Painting's gonna be hard. We need a 2x1. No, 1x2. We need a 1x2. Ooh. No, I think it's 2x1. Let me see. I think this is a banner. Let's see if I'm right on this. Yep, sure enough. It is definitely a banner. So, and it's a 1x2. So we need a 2x1 painting. Ever since you saw Arcologies in the original SimCity 2000, I loved that game. I loved it. I just loved that game. I absolutely did. And played it to the cathedral. I actually got the cathedral. I think I told you that once before. But I loved it. I think it's still... Whoops. Is anyone here? No. Let's sleep in the bed. If they don't sleep in the bed, I'll reload the bed. If my sleeping in it makes it that they don't. Look at how that almost matches the bed covers. That is really cool. This is turning out really interesting. Oh my gosh, I loved that game. Okay, let's close the door for a minute and let's get 2x1 painting. 2x1. So we need one that isn't a painting. We actually need a TV, which means we need this one. 2x1 Crebit. This one. And let's see if we can find the other 2x1. Belongs to Christoph. There it is. All right, so let's see what we've got. We've got this painting, and I think we're going to do that one because of the color of the frame and everything. We're going to do that. And now we need some chairs. Sofas. The sofas aren't going to work. I'm hoping that there are some sofa. Hold on. Where's handcrafted sofas? They're not here. Paladin has some interesting little chairs. Let me look at Paladin's chair for a second and let's see if it'll fit at the table here. Like the, oops, like right there like that. And then another one like that, which makes it look like they can pull the chairs out and either use them at the table or, hold on. Look at Paladin's chairs fitting in really perfectly with the table. They're not overlapping or doing any weird stuff, and I like that. But I'm going to look for a minute at Handcrafted's chairs. Let's go here. This is Handcrafted, and they have these. Let's see what these look like. Let's get Jungle, Birch, Cherry, Crimson, Jungle. And then we need colors. Let's use brown. And let's take this one out and see how low. Yeah, this is the problem. See how low they are? That's the only problem with handcrafted chairs, is they're on the ground. And that makes them not work with tables. Well, unless I have a coffee table. But because this is the hut block, we can't do that. So we are done in here for right now, and I'm really happy with this. Hold on. I looked at the clock, and I saw that it was 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, United States. And I had the quick thing of, well, it's time for me to go. But then I remembered I have a half hour. I still have a whole half hour left. I do. And so let's check and see how our kids are doing. And we're going to be on our way. Do I need a stool, do you think? Where would I put it? I could put it right here, a stool. Maybe I will. You did too? Yes, exactly. Stool. Now we could give them one of two kinds. We could give them the brown Valhelsia. Oh, that's spruce. We'd need jungle. Oak. Spruce. Come down here. There it is. That looks like jungle. And let's get brown. Let's come down here and let's get this one. Let's see if this is match. And so we would either have that. That looks like a table. Let's put that there like a table. And then over here, we can have this one. Oh, that doesn't match well. Nah, I don't like it. It doesn't match as well. That's Mr. Crayfish. Let me look at stools for a minute. I had someone else's stools. They're gone. I think they're gone. This is Mr. Crayfish's answer to his stools. Someone had stools that had little pillows on them, and I thought it was Crayfish. Those ones are gone completely. Valhelsia has the separate ones. I think we're just going to leave it. We're not going to be able to have one because it doesn't really match. Oh, I know what might match. Ooh, let's look at handcrafted for a second. Remember handcrafted's pillows? Let's do a brown pillow. And I think that's the only one that I'm going to like. Oh, and it's really big. Yeah, see, they're just too big. That's part of the thing. So I think not. I think that stool over there is just going to be it. Gosh, I thought there was something smaller. There used to be a smaller stool, and that stool's gone. Yep, it definitely is a stool that we could put pillows on. And I think these are the replacement for that. These ones right down here. And let me look at this one more time. Right here. I just don't like it. I would have to make it a completely different color or something. And I know I'm not going to like that. I don't like that. It looks like either that these are faded or something like that, and I don't like it. I am going to do one thing here. Let's get a chest. We're going to give them a chest on top, just to make it that they have some extra storage in there. There's their closet. There's their kitchen. I know, it's teeny. And there's their table. And they do have places for food. And we're done. Okay, so let's continue. We were going to check on the kids. So we'll go down and check again and see what we have going on. Now we have a new mine. We have a new ores smelter. So all of those things can be counted on for the kids that need to be grown up. We don't have a new flower shop yet. We should try Lo-Fi. There you are. And so now that Lo-Fi is here, we will show what the tsunami did to the land. So the earthquake was far enough away. How are you, Lo-Fi? The earthquake was far enough away that Daniela,
I'll take care of it.
You don't live anywhere. What do you mean you have a long way to walk? You don't have anything to do yet. The earthquake, I'm just gonna
The buffet at
ask,
the restaurant
oh,
is
look who
exquisite.
we've got. It's Tamamo or Tamamo. Tamamo is visiting, and hold on, we're gonna get a picture of him without all of that other stuff. He's actually letting me take a picture. Thank you. A tsunami. Yes. So the inside story is that an earthquake happened in Minecraft, and it was a large earthquake. It was far enough away that it didn't affect the underwater base. However, it had a major effect on the land. So what actually happened was a hard crash, Lo-Fi, cooking for blockheads, white refrigerator, crashed my system so hard I couldn't get it back. And Vincentius had to do some programming magic to get it back. But that programming magic meant that he had to set the mine colony itself back down into a new section of the world. So what we're saying is that that was a tsunami, which works really well because of this. This is what the land looks like now, and this is black ice all here. So it makes it look like there were things here. Remember, there were those castles? They're not here anymore. The villages that belonged to that Zath had found, and Mr. Villager's people's, the old wise woman village, all that's gone. The 3 dungeons, they're all gone. It's nighttime. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to go back and sleep so that we have the day, so that everyone can see the new landscape that we have. If I go in the telescope, I'm going in the telescope entrance of the university, and we'll go downstairs and we'll go to Jesse's little place, and we'll go to sleep right quick. And that would be over here and up here. Yeah. And if it wasn't for Vincentius, I wouldn't be streaming, or I'd be streaming an entirely new Minecolonies world. That's how bad a crash it was. So even though we had a time machine, and time machine saved the Minecolonies for sure, it did not save the world. and the world began to disintegrate. It started with some chunks not loading, but it became a cascade where more and more chunks weren't loading, until it was actually affecting the outer borders of Arnaaluk, and I couldn't see the nether mine. I couldn't see the exploration center where the submarine was, and you would be sad, yes, to say the least. You take a day of mourning, at least. I wouldn't want to do it. I'd be doing a thing today saying to you guys, I'm sorry, but I can't play for a while because I just lost an entire city and it wasn't fun. But do I know what caused it? Yes. Cooking for Blockheads has a refrigerator, a white refrigerator, as a part of their, I've used it in the past, but the Neo Forge version of that white refrigerator, when I put it in the world, it was an invisible block, and then all of a sudden the world was gone. The world crashed, and I couldn't get it back. I couldn't get it to come back. It wouldn't come back. You know, delete the world, restart CurseForge, Neo, restart the game. It wouldn't come back. And hello, you're officially taking a break for 2 months, and that means almost everything related to social media, YouTube, you're going to avoid everything. Okay, it is summer for you. That sounds like a wonderful idea. That does. It definitely does. And so this is what's left. I hope that even you'll always come back. You might return earlier. You hope we're all fine. We're all fine. Your little village is gone. And so is Zaf's little village. All of that is gone. See this little piece of land here? This is the original little piece that was here, but this is what's there right now. There's a mod that will back up your world, or mods, or both, to Google Drive on a schedule or on each start. I have Time Machine, and Time Machine backed up the world, or I wouldn't have Minecolonies at all. If it wasn't for Time Machine, I would have lost Minecolonies. I have Apple Time Machine, and it backed up. One of the files was corrupted. That's what Java was saying. One of the files was corrupted, and so it would not bring the rest of it. Yeah, but let's just cover it with something else. No, this is a disaster right here. So here we are, and this is where, in this area is where we had the castles, the dungeons, that whole section. Yeah, so, but thank you, I appreciate that. And for other people, Lo-Fi, that's a good thing to tell them, that there's a mod that will back up your world. Absolutely have your world backed up, because you and Jellybean and Mr. Villager already know what happened when my time machine wasn't on. And I almost lost the world in 20. Remember that? But this is what the world looked like after the tsunami went away. This is all ice. This is actually black ice here. And then these spruce trees grew up really tall, probably because there was so much water. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, these trees in this area became very large. Now you know that there was a boat, remember? Remember that skeleton ship, the row ship? It had oars for a crew of oarers. Well, that's not there anymore. That ship is now a pirate. It's a skeleton ship, but that skeleton ship actually is a sail ship. And let me look at the map. Let me find it. There it is. So I just need to go north from here. But you believe that? When you come back, curious news might come too. That's good. And there it is. And look at that. So this is the ship that replaced the other ship. And notice it is the Titanic. It's actually hit an iceberg and is stuck and can't. And so it's been abandoned, but it's actually a skeleton ship that hit an iceberg and is stuck there. Isn't that wild? That's good to know. And so remember over here, this should have been where Mr. Villager's people were, and the water came in all the way in here and froze and is glassy ice, because this is the glaciers, and it just froze up into these glassy ice waves and went all the way up into the hills. And this is what it looks like now in this area. And so it was a good thing that Mr. Villager was trying to get those people to move. And I hope that he actually did get them to move in time, that they were not here when the tsunami hit. Remember, we were building a road and Mr. Villager was talking about having the people join him. And this would have been a good reason for the people to join if he could have predicted for them that there was a catastrophe that was coming. But now it's lore, yeah. And so this is where they would have been. And I believe now that all of this, let's say that they made it back to Mr. Villager's place. Lionel is back, so I'm going to say that. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Whoa, people. Whoa. Your disappearance will be part of it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. And look where I am as far as the water is. That's how much the water changed the look of the land. Let's come out here. So see where we are? There are none of the castles are here. There's something right here. We'll go back and look at that. That looks like one of the castles survived. Right there, and something right there, so we can check on that. Maybe that's where where they were going to start a colony, and so there's a colony there for it. You can dismiss the builder to work for you again, any druid who is helping, and you might get some help from the wise women with possible researchers speeding it. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. So yeah, as the fact that they were helping you, and they might have learned some interesting things. What is this? I'm not sure I've ever seen this one. I've seen a lot of the dungeons, but I don't remember seeing this dungeon. Wow. Do we have a lantern? We would have to put one down. We'll have to put a lantern down in the corner here so we can find our way back. So there we go. This is wild. Let's come through here. So this apparently is where the driver is, right here. Okay, Mr. Villager. Thank you so much for being in chat all these for years now. Thank you for being in chat. I'm really glad. I hope you're having a wonderful vacation. I know it's summer where you are, and I hope this is a part of a great vacation. Remember that the dirigible, when I was setting Prasino, yeah, that was actually made by us, and that one was in fact a firefighting, a fire balloon, fire dirigible. Let me come up here and look. Wow. Let's put another light right here. I think I can put one. And there we go. Look at this. And let's see what happens if we go through this door right here. And this looks like some kind of quarters or something. I can't put anything down there. I can put something here. And look, 2.5 months. So that is definitely, have fun. Have fun, Mr. Villager. I hope you do. I really do. Sending news of any events, I will. Take care. It's nice to see you. Thanks for telling us so we wouldn't worry about you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Vincentius. Mr. Villager is going to be gone for about 2.5 months. So it's summer where he is, so I'm pretty sure travel and that kind of thing. So look at this. Not what do we have? What's that? What is that? Who does this ship belong to? When I get it, it doesn't tell me what the spawner is. See, it says spawn eggs, but it doesn't say what kind of spawner it is. Wow. That looks like pigs or something, doesn't it?
Bad things have happened when people have found unknown eggs and incubated them. They get like tyrannosaurs or demons or something.
I think so. So we're just we're just exploring this balloon, this zeppelin that we found. Uh-oh. You see that over there? Something bad is over there. Let's put a light here and see what's, aha. I can't tell. It doesn't look like, that doesn't look like skeletons, and it doesn't look like zombies. Whatever it is, they've got magic too, which is pretty wild. Let's see, I can come up here, and there is storage up here and some things. Let's see, and I think that's it. And what's here? Charcoal, lots of machinery. So this is repairs for the ship. And this is quarters in these areas. Let's come down. There's another one here. I'm going to cough. Hold on. Look at all the stuff for repairing the ship. That's what all of that is. And here we are. Hold on. My throat is saying that the day is over. My throat is actually saying that. It's like, no, I don't want it to be the day over yet. I'm still looking at this. This is so neat. It's pretty good too because we've been okay. Do you see what I see? That door can't be used from there. But we're going back here. Oh no. Uh-oh. You see that door? There's no way to get back through that door. Oh, that's a great trap. So if you were in survival here, you'd be trapped. You'd go through that door and you'd be trapped in here. Oh, no. I see. It actually had a panel piece that I couldn't see. Thank goodness. Okay. And then we have this area, which we did come through. And then we have this area here. And this is how we came in. This is where he is driving the ship in this part right here. And so this is the way out. And there we are. We're not going to jump off. We're going to lift off. And we're going to go back. And yes, I love that. And it actually works with the fact that Mr. Villager is going away, that we're disconnected from him for a while because of the tsunami, that it would take a little bit of time for the people to be able to come back from it. I beg your pardon. From it. And so that is what we're seeing here. And that is pretty wild. What are those? I've never seen those. Hold on. Blue roses? Ooh, I'm going to take that away. That must be from, oh, the biomes we've gone, that we have some new roses. Let's look at the map for a second. I'm just going to get us back to our town, but I might as well come over here and see this right quick before I go off. So see that right there? Wait, how far away am I? We're looking at it. It is southeast. So we need to go this way. So we'll go over in this direction, headed towards that. Well, I have really enjoyed having Mr. Villager here during the time that he was in school and everything, and it's been really fun. And I look forward to his return. We'll see. It's always an interesting thing with people when they are young people, that their lives change so quickly. Oh, look what we've got. What kind of woods do we have here? Now these look like, oh, Zelkalov. Wow. Okay, so we have Zelkalov wood as well as firs. And how far are we getting away from this? We're going too far that way. So now we need to go southwest. So there's west, but we need to go more south. So more in this direction. So all the water that rose up and created these ice rocks here, and when it withdrew, it was so cold. And we still have these pieces. We're still going south. It says there's a castle in this area. We'll have to see if there's still one. We're going too far that way. Let's go back a little bit more southeast. So a little more this way to get to it. I'm staying a little bit longer. I'm going to stay the extra half hour because I'm looking for the castle right now. So this dungeon is the only one of the three that survived the tsunami. And let's look. There it is, right there. And right here, this is to the southeast. Southeast is, and there it is. See right there? That, ooh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, what is this? I have never seen this. Whoa. This is not Minecolonies. There can't be people here. That's not possible. What? Look at this. They can't be here. They actually can't be here. Oh my gosh, they're beyond passive. I'm in passive. Yeah, he's not going to attack me. But I didn't think that was possible. What in the world? Vincentius. Look at this. There are people. Look at this. There can't be people. What in the world? I don't even know what they are. Do you recognize them? With a change in the terrain, the scientists can look at growing different veggies. Yeah, that's actually true. I think we might be able to. How is this possible?
I've never seen that.
I've never either.
It's probably, it's not Dungeons Arise. There's one of the other one. Or is it Dungeons Arise?
It's part of Dungeons
I think it
Arise?
is Dungeons Arise.
I wouldn't be surprised. Unbelievable. Whoa. And here is the surviving castle, and you can see it. It looks like it got damaged by the water. Look at the bottom of it. Isn't that funny? Doesn't it look like it has water damage?
It has unfriendlies in it.
That's excellent. That is so excellent. It was up really high, So it survived, and they built this new outpost because their other towers, remember there were towers, there were 3 illager towers in this area, and they're not here anymore. Are you trying to get to me? It has a working freaking spawner. I can't get over that. Wow. I'm in awe. I don't know how they broke through the passive, but technically they shouldn't able to be here. I'm glad they are. But that's stunning. That is absolutely stunning. Let's go down and see the ship for a minute. Wait, let me look at the map for a second. So that ship is to the southwest. So let's turn southwest. So the ship is right over here. It's a good thing they're inland. Well, the mermaids would have to send diplomats. They would. Look at this here. Look at the remnants. See these remnants in here? Am I going southwest enough? I probably am not. Oh, there it is. I see it. And there it is. Now, this ship was always here. There was a shipwreck in the old area. And this is what it looks like now. And that is actually a ship. That's not a pirate ship. It's actually a land people ship that crashed and of course they do up here. It probably hit one of the glaciers long ago, trying to get to the land, and started leaking, and then mermaids came in and rescued them. But because this land at the time still belongs to skeletons, they didn't stay. They didn't stay and probably went and started colonies in other areas. And here we are. What's that? Oh, yes. Now this is really weird. You do remember that we found this before the tsunami, and it's still here. And the fortress is still there too. The fortress is still over here, not that way. It would be over in this direction. The fortress is still here, but it's so freaky. So the fortress is here, but remember the extra lights that we had put on it? They're gone. The extra lights are gone. So just the fortress, the original fortress lights are there. Let me see if I can find it among these ice cliffs. Here it is. It's out here. And there's the ship. And that's the same ship. This is actually the same ship. And this is the same pyramid. Facing the same way and everything. But remember I had put all those sea lanterns all along the sides here? They're all gone. Every last one of them. Isn't that wild? They washed away. Which is weird. Maybe sea lanterns are more fragile and these were down lower to the ground, and they're smaller, so maybe that's why they're still here. These are ice. And here is Arnaaluk right here, and we do have a place to get in right over here. So we're going around this glacier to the all the way around to here, and oh, too far. Yep, this is too far. We need to go in here, and right here is the carpentry shop, and this is their airlock. This is Leroy right here. Hello, Leroy.
You are so wise, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. Let's look here, and let's look at Teach, and he doesn't need it to be taught anything, which is good. There's Amanda, and we are back, and she's right. Jellybean is right. We can see if we can grow some different foods. I think because we're in the frozen waters, I'm not sure, but we can find out for sure by coming over to one of the farms. There aren't any farms there. So we'll come through, and here we are. Let's turn this way and go here. So there are farms down this lane. And let's go one more in this direction, and there are farms down this lane. So we can turn in here. We can get Quentin, I think it's Quentin, who has the farm right here, and see if it will allow us to plant some other kinds of plants. So let's look at this field for a minute. Pick a seed. Nope. So these are the only things that we can plant here. We can plant mint, which I didn't know, so that's good. We can plant onions and garlic, which we are growing already. Cabbage, which we're growing. We can plant flax, interesting, and fluffies. Pumpkins, of course. And that's it. So we can't plant rice. We can't plant tomatoes. We can't plant spicy peppers or bell peppers, chickpeas, or soybeans. None of those are on the list here. And so that means we can't plant them in this area. That's a lot of work that Minecolonies team has done to differentiate the different biomes so that when you set down the farm, it tells you whether you can plant the stuff there or not. That's really cool, and takes away a lot from the time. And so yeah, so we can go back here and see if Mauricio, our last kid is grown up. I don't want to go through. Let's go through here. This is the shortest way to town hall, and let's come over to the school and see if he is by himself. I'm almost sure that he is. That's a pretty long time for kids. So I think that he's grown up. And we'll just check right here. And sure enough, Jackson is the school to himself. Now the kids, for instance, tomorrow, Although I do have 10 minutes. Let me look. This is Evelyn, Case, and Lane here. We could put them into housing and have Nancy and Daxton move. I kind of like the kids to stay with their parents for as long as possible. So since the kids can go to university from here, I think I'm going to let them do that for right now. Let's look here. Mauricio is the only one who's here, and that's a difference. His sisters are already in school, and his mother, Hallie and Corinne, they're okay here. They could stay here. It's kind of I think they'd rather stay with Mauricio for a while, stay with their son, and we'll let them. So now it's just a matter of getting enough room in the university and the library for the kids. So the university is a level 4, and we can have, let's look here. We have as many as we can have. So Fernando is still at 27, Dylan's 19, Ariana's 20, and that's it for now. If we wanted, we could have Michael, and I think I'm going to do that. We can have Michael go and help Arabella again. So Michael's going to come over here. He's the dean of the school, but he's going to help Arabella at the Exploration Center. And that way, he can be there for a while. Let's do this. Let's find him. I know, I should have let him go before I did that. But I didn't. But there he is. So we're going to have Michael come over and work with Arabella again. So he's going to move out from living with, who's he living with? Is he actually living with, Ronald? He is. So Ronald is here, and he should be here, and he is. So let's have him do lectures. So Ronald is going to do lectures in the lecture hall, which is right here. And that will make room for 2 of the kids to be in school. So let's have Ronald be here. And there he is. So he's going to lecture, have classes here. Michael's going to have classes in the Exploration Center. And then the kids are going to study and do things in this area. So let's get this and see how many we can have now. So it's Daniela, Mauricio, and Lane. And yes, so we're still going to have one of the kids who isn't going to, I think. Let's see, Lane's here, Daniela, Mauricio. Yay! I think that's it. I think that makes room for them. Yay! So let's put Daniela here, because Mauricio has more, actually has more mana. So we're going to put Mauricio here. Now, if he decides he wants to do research, then he'll have to go back to the library until he gets his grades up. But for right now, we're going to have him be here. And that means that all the kids are in school. I think they are. It says they're students. Lionel is going to return to his job, and he's come back from Mr. Villager's area. He's going to return. And Nancy, now that the kids are grown, and let's look at that. We've got 4 minutes. I think we'll save that for the next one. And we'll definitely see. But let's get Lionel back to work. Now, Case is here. This is Lionel's right here. This is where Lionel is. But Lionel is liking the idea of helping River back here in this new area. And he would like to have this new builder shop. This is River right here. This builder shop makes him a level 5, and he loves the idea of that. And so this is where Lionel is going to be, right here. And then we have to find him someplace to live. I think that these are close enough. Let's see if they are. Let's see if we can find him a place to live here. Is this one an apartment yet? This is. Let's see if he can live here. He is far. 77 is just on the edge. Wow. So Lionel would be here. Mauricio is okay where he is. Miranda, Isaac, they're all okay. The ones who are here, but Lionel can't be here. So we'll have to try. He's going to be in the middle. How much do you want to bet that we're not going to have a place for him? This is too far away, if I'm not mistaken. But let's look here. Let's take one of these for a second. And look here. Raquel is here. Leroy, Calvin. Notice Lionel's name is not coming up because he's 91 away. Whoa. He might as well stay where he is, which is, I think, at the tavern. This is going to be a difficult one. So he can't use any of this housing. These are the houses that are back here for the undertaker, for the flower shop that's on the way, and some things like that. And let's come over here. He is over here, a little bit farther over in that direction. Let me see if it's not, I don't think it's going to let him live in, for instance, this one here and count it. Let me see if it will. Let's see if it'll count this. Oh my gosh, it is. Excellent. Excellent. So River and Spencer are here. Let's see who's across the way. This is Amanda and Leroy right here. And let's come here, and Juan just came out of here. And this is Mauricio, Juan, and who's across the way? And nobody is here. Nobody is actually here. So this is going to be Lionel's right here. Lionel's house. Let me go upstairs for a minute. Is this one of the ones? Is this one fixed? it's fixed. It just doesn't have anything upstairs. Like for instance, this part here hasn't been done yet. This part, but I can't do it today. I just wanted to get him someplace to live. And let me put this down. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. I think he's going to come up and go to bed while I'm here. It's been very nice spending this extra half hour with you. Jelly Bean, thank you for being in chat. It was nice having Mr. Villager here for a minute to at least warn us that he was on his way, and that's excellent. And Lo-Fi, thank you for dropping by. I hope your channel on YouTube is doing good. And everybody, Lo-Fi has a channel as well. He's on a server and they have lots of adventures. And everyone who's watching, thank you so much for watching. And I really appreciate it. Those of you who watch while the stream is going on, even if you're not in chat, and those of you who watch afterwards, thank you. Afterwards. Thank you very much. Jelly Bean! Mwah! And here we go. We've been listening in the background to Drone Hands music. Drone Hands is on YouTube, he's on Bandcamp, and he is on Twitch. And now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus play the guitar. Vincentius is part of Man About Town, who is on Bandcamp, and yeah, and Blood Music also on Bandcamp. Both bands belong to him, and he's done some other work with some other artists. But you can check that out when you go to bandcamp.com. Okay, here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you.